There you go.
Okay.
Told us.
And then I don't even know if I can properly post this to YouTube from Zoom. I know how to post videos that I
Okay.
record, but I haven't done a Zoom reading. I know that I've recorded Zoom readings for people who want their readings sent to them by email. So I've actually
Yeah.
done that and sent them by email, but I haven't posted them to YouTube. So,
Okay. We'll
ah.
experiment.
Hi, everybody. This is Laura Daub, and I'm just about to do my first tea leaf reading, free tea leaf reading by Zoom. Not my first reading by Zoom, but the first time that I'm going to post this to YouTube. And Vanessa here has agreed to, I hate to call you a guinea pig, but you're being.
Big, but it's okay.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. Yeah.
That's that's good. I have to admit that I know Vanessa, and well, we don't know each other well, but we
That
have.
well.
Yeah, we've. I think we met years ago at the Cheerfully Made market where we were both selling our wares, and
Yeah.
I love love your artwork. I just bought a piece off of you, a small piece,
I know. Thank
this
you.
Christmas season. So I know that you mentioned that you wouldn't mind if I post
Yeah, that's fine.
your website. And what is your website?
It's my last name, so Villarreal ceramics.com.
That's
So,
great. I
yeah.
knew it, but I just wanted to
Yeah.
make sure the pronunciation was right. You have the most magical work I've ever seen, and your ceramics are amazing. So you work with symbols and I work with symbols just in different
Yeah.
ways. And
Yeah.
all of your symbols, like for me, they're so meaningful that you've got swans on there. Like all of the symbols that you use, I would use in a teacup. So
Yeah, that's true, actually. I think that's maybe why I'm kind of drawn to the tea leaf reading because I'm like, what symbols might come up and, you know, that I might use or that hasn't occurred to me that would make someone else feel something, you know?
yeah, I could actually go through a whole bunch of my symbols. Like I've got my own symbols that I've come with over
Oh,
the years.
wow.
So the reason why I started tea leaf reading was because I was doing tarot before that. And I found this book from 1881 that was written
Yeah.
by a Highland seer. I'm sure I've probably mentioned.
Yeah, I think I saw the book, but I don't think it's very easy to find, probably.
Oh, I can send you the link.
Okay,
Um,
okay.
but all the modern books have the same symbols. And I don't, I didn't memorize all the symbols. And I basically over the years come up with my own. So um, they're just so interesting. So I don't know if I
Yeah.
use this. I know we had one reading before, and I
We
don't think
had one reading.
yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think I was using these cards. So
No.
I found these Lenormand Oracle cards
Um,
online, and they go really well with tea leaf reading because there's only one symbol per card.
oh,
So,
wow.
and they're really similar. So I actually, because I'm not usually nervous about readings beforehand because I try and let all ego out of the
Yeah.
way. I just want to use intuition. But because I knew that I was going to record this, I got nervous. And so I normally do this anyways, is do a little card reading for me
Okay.
to know
Yeah.
what to know about this reading. So
Perfect.
that came up with the whip. And so
Yeah.
I don't have a tea leaf symbol for the whip, but that's like, don't be so hard on yourself. So this was a message
Yes,
for
that's
me.
amazing. Yeah.
And then the second card was the bouquet, which is
Wow.
a tea leaf reading symbol. The bouquet is like the nicest symbol you can get in a tea leaf cup, and it's a gift. So I'm taking this as just rely on my gift. Not that
Yeah.
I think that it's a gift that only comes to certain people. I think anybody can work on that, but that's a really nice card that I saw. And then the
Yeah.
next card was the moon card. So that is all about women's intuition, dark and moody, dreamlike. And I say women's intuition because the moon is more related to the
Hmm.
feminine aspects of us, and the sun is more male. So I'm taking that as a really good sign that this reading might go
That's
okay.
yeah, I think I hope so. It's fine. We're just
So, oh, enough about me. Are you interested then in mediumship reading?
yeah, yeah.
So, is there, and you don't have to tell me who, but
Okay.
do you have someone in mind or people in mind who you'd like to
I
connect with?
I I do. I do. I do.
Okay.
Do you want me to say the relation or anything or
No, you don't have to.
okay.
Let's stick with not
You have
saying
okay.
anything. And then what we'll do is, if anything comes up or if the symbols that I see mean anything to you and are connected to the person or people who you'd like to connect with, then let me know. And then we can try and make a story out of it. So I'll kind of get
Okay.
you to work with me. So, what I'm going to get us to do though is maybe we'll both just like you're not drinking the tea and you don't have to have a good reading,
Okay.
but and we are doing this in our separate homes from each other. So I am going to get both of us to just close our eyes, even if it's for about 30 seconds. Like there's
Okay.
no rules, but we'll close our eyes and just sort of like put your energy into connecting with this loved one or the loved ones,
Okay.
and that's going to hopefully help us to have a good reading. Okay, so let
Perfect.
me know when you're done and then I'll open my eyes up.
Okay.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you.
Okay. So I'm done kind
Okay,
of talking with them.
okay, that's amazing. So I'm just going to do a couple of things. I'm turning over my cup here.
Yeah.
Um, I could probably take pictures of it after too and sort of point out things for you and send it to you. But I'll just take a second to look through. And this is where I have to let all my ego um, go out of here and, just say the things that come to me and the symbols that come. It feels definitely like a grandparent energy.
Okay.
There's someone who might have been religious or had religion in their background because I'm seeing an angel. So
Okay.
very close to you, sort of on your right side. So from my angle, I take a look at you as the handle, and then
Okay.
on your right side, but on my left side, I'm seeing this angel with wings. I'm also seeing another person on your right hand side, and so I think they're related. There's probably a younger energy and an older energy here.
Okay.
There's there are a couple of bird symbols. There's a chicken here.
Okay.
So if that means anything to you, let me know. But I'll tell you what it means for me.
Okay.
Usually, it's a homestead symbol for
Mm,
me. So someone
okay.
who has land or who has, literally had chickens on their land or a homestead type of situation, whether if it's a farm or just someone who definitely enjoys working on the land. Does that resonate with you, with the people who you're thinking of?
Um, the person I'm thinking of, their son has chickens, and that's a big part of his life. But we weren't really, not that I know of a grandparent figure with land, farmland. They weren't very rural. Um, type, but the person I was hoping to connect with, I can imagine her in that chicken realm. I mean, she was, but she didn't have them herself per se.
But did her son? Does her
Her
son?
son has them now. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that's
for
exactly who
sure.
yeah. So to see this big chicken,
Yeah.
and he's the younger energy here. So to see the chicken here, and it's kind of got, it's kind of funny because it's a young chicken, but it's got his like arms up like this. And I know chickens don't have arms, but it's sort of like
Hmm.
up to
Okay.
like reaching up to the older person. There's lots of arms outstretched. It's like that younger person, like wanting to be
Okay.
picked up. So, is this a
Oh, well, okay. The chicken with the younger energy. Sorry, you know how like things come to you, you're like, okay, chicken. It also could, there was two people I was hoping to connect with that passed this year. The
Oh, I'm sorry.
younger ener the younger energy used to gather, his whole thing in our neighborhood was gather these chickens with this woman on the street. She had prize chickens, we had wild chickens, and I'm wondering, I don't know what's coming to me because it was his childhood home. And yeah, I would definitely associate him with the chickens. He's the younger energy that passed this year.
Oh, okay.
Maybe,
Okay.
maybe that's because chickens wouldn't come up, but I could imagine him like we talked about chickens at his memorial.
Okay. Oh,
Okay.
you just,
I was like, wait a minute. Okay.
yeah. Yeah. Okay. So you just gave me the shivers, and that's usually
Okay.
that sort of psychic hit for me. It comes up my legs and up into my
Okay.
thighs, and that's like, yes, that's bang on. That's him saying,
Okay.
yeah, that's it. And it's something that you would know that I don't know. That's personal.
Okay.
So with the chicken there, especially if you spoke at his memorial about that, that's him saying, I was there for you.
Yeah, it was someone else describing him, how he was with animals, and chickens was definitely, yeah.
So although it seems
Okay.
funny for me to come out with chickens,
Yeah.
that's what that would
Okay.
be.
Interesting.
It's a lovely, lovely feeling. So here I'm gonna go out on a limb too. I don't
Okay.
often read words, but is there a Meg?
Meg. Um,
It's there, they almost seem like letters to me, and in my head I'm getting Meg.
Meg. No, Meg.
Okay, just keep that in mind. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I wrote it down. I'm
Okay,
writing Meg down.
okay. um yeah, I often, like, I here I am saying this is my first YouTube video, and here I am
Yeah.
like blurting out something I wouldn't normally do, because that's
It's
but
okay.
that's coming up for me for
Might
sure.
take me a moment to figure it out.
You never know, it may not even be related. So um that person, the male figure, would he be related to the other woman that you want to connect with, this older energy?
No. I
Okay.
mean, we're related in family, but not by blood.
Oh, okay. So they know each other. That means they're together.
Yes.
That means they're
Yes.
together. This woman, is she a grandmother or a motherly type of figure?
She is our aunt.
Okay. Was
And
she like a mother to
she,
you?
yes. Yes, she was like a mother to me. Yeah, for
I'm
sure.
sorry that you've lost her. She's she's sending you a bouquet. So we're going back to that card about
Hmm.
the bouquet. She's sending you that gift, and that's very motherly too. So she's got her arms outstretched to you, and I'm seeing a fish above. So I happen to know, I think you're from the States, right? Are you from
Yeah,
um,
West Coast.
the West Coast? So that's my whale. It's this big
Yeah.
whale that would be my West. So is she from there then?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's she's showing that. There's also like skeletal fish here. So I'm not quite sure. It's like fish bones that I'm seeing.
Hmm.
Does that mean anything to you? I haven't seen that before in a teacup.
Fish bones. No,
It's like the skeleton of a fish.
I don't know. That's so
Okay.
odd. Um, no, I'll have to think about it. Fish bones. Fish
Did
bones.
she live near a beach or did you live near a beach? And is there a story where you were beach combing together?
Um, Not with her, but she did live by the beach. I mean,
Okay.
she grew up on the beach. Our family had been on the beach and have left the beach and have moved back to the beach.
Oh,
Um, so definitely ocean. Um, Now I do have a grandmother that did collect lots of bones, and I have boxes full of her beach collections in the
okay.
house. But that would be my grandmother.
And that's okay. It's just sort of
Yeah,
a jumble of
but it
people
is definitely lots of bone collecting.
bone collecting.
Yeah,
That's
she collected a lot of bones and put them around her house.
you gave me the shivers again. That's
She did.
definite.
That was her thing.
So would she be related to the
Yeah. She
boy
would be real.
twin?
She's not related to the boy. She is related to my aunt. That would be her daughter. So my grandmother, her daughter is my aunt. So all my maternal. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, it's very maternal then. That's just another thing how she's showing that she's here
Okay.
for. What was her name then? Her first name.
My my grandmother's name was Joan.
Okay, it's nothing related to Meg, that's for sure.
Yeah. No
Um,
thanks.
okay, so that's really interesting that she's showing up here too. I'm putting this as your
Okay.
spirit guide team. Um, so did someone refer to you as a princess?
Mm, I don't know.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, and it's not like a negative thing. It's like this,
Yeah.
they thought of you as this beautiful young girl. Because I'm seeing like a princess sort of feather
Well,
coming out of
feather, huh?
feather.
I was very tiny. I was a very petite, wispy kind of thing. Um, so I don't know, but not quite a princess.
Okay. So it's the feather in the
The
hat,
feather in the hat.
a
Cool.
princess's
Yeah.
like domed hat with the feather coming out.
Hmm.
I'm actually seeing feathers behind you right there. So
Yeah.
um I know that there are feathers in your work. So do you have a connection between feathers and your
I just really obsessed with birds.
and
Birds, feathers. Yeah.
amazing. So take that as another symbol for when you are connecting with your loved ones too. You probably
Okay.
already do. So, did one of the females who have passed have any issues with their ovaries? I'm seeing
Oh, wow. That is so fascinating.
one ovary in particular that might have had an issue.
Mm, Um, no, but my mother did, um, had her ovaries removed, and right now my sister is going through the same process of having her ovary removed, like yesterday diagnosis. So it's like, but I have been getting, even from my massage therapist, she's told me, your ovary, I gotta fix. She was like, there's some blockage here. So I don't know if that's a message for me or what's happening around me.
Yeah, that could be both.
That's fascinating that you just said that.
Okay.
I just
Um,
had this conversation yesterday with my sister.
so that's going to happen in a tea leaf reading. It's something that you've talked about or on your mind or something that is in
Wow.
your subconscious. But Vanessa, take this as
Okay.
you being very intuitive yourself. So
Wow.
you're open enough and magical
Mm.
enough. It's not just you putting your ceramics together with magical symbols. You are very intuitive and open to be able to give me that message.
Wow. That's so wild.
Oh, Yeah. And that's when you know that, like, listen to your intuition
Okay.
about your health or your ovaries. And is that message for you? Is that something,
Yeah.
this is it could be like a genetic thing just to keep
Hmm.
track of and aware of you and your sister. And if your mother had that,
Yeah.
then that is something that is on your mind and intuitively inside kind of nagging at
Yeah.
you. So,
Yeah. That's wild.
so see how open you are when you're in your massage therapy. Is that it?
Yeah.
So your body is so intuitive that you're telling your massage therapist I'm concerned about an issue in that area.
Yeah.
So that's just you, like your mind body connection, and you're really intuitive on that. So, like, I don't foresee an issue there. I think it's just a good thing to look into. It's like
Yeah. I
your
will.
your spirit guide team, the females are pointing this out to you. So
Okay.
that's
Wow.
amazing, amazing. um, yeah, you've got a whole bunch of people around. You even have some dogs around you. I'm seeing two dogs, one bigger, one smaller. Did you have dogs?
I grew up with a lot of dogs.
Okay,
And then I had one that was very special to me because I had one as an adult.
okay.
Hmm.
So and he's passed. What?
Yeah, she has passed. She passed 3 or 4 years ago. Hmm, thinking almost 4.
What was her name?
Lucy.
I feel like she's saying hi. There's an HI here and a love, like a heart, very
Hmm.
common symbol. Um, like, I know this sounds silly, but like a Kong ball, like wanting to play.
Want to play? Okay.
And then there's also a palm tree around her. I think it's a palm tree or it's a tree. Like,
Yeah.
is she? What's the relation with the tree? Is she buried near a tree?
She's not buried near a tree. Um, I wonder if it's just a symbol of like when we adopted her, we were living in the desert. So maybe there's not a ton of palm trees there, but there are where
Really?
we first started life with her.
Um,
Um, it so that maybe because there's not a lot of trees in the desert, maybe that's a symbol for that. But a
uh,
palm tree is definitely recognizable for me because I grew up with palm trees.
yeah.
So
Okay. So it's around there. Um, so was there any question to her passing? Like, did you know how she passed? I'm seeing a question mark.
to the my pet, my animal, or yeah, we knew, but it kind of came fast. But she was not a young dog.
Okay.
So
So she's showing us that flying eagle. She's flown up.
okay.
Okay,
Oh,
so basically there's a lot of space around all of your ancestors. Like there's
okay.
no illness. Whenever I see that, I know that it's just peaceful. It's just full of
Okay.
peace, and no issues, no illness. They've just all gone to a better place, and that's
Okay.
the this big dog here was this very meaningful puppy here was a gift to you. So, like, kind of beautiful inside and out. My card that I showed you earlier, that bouquet, is exactly the
Mhm.
feeling that I'm getting from her. Um,
Oh.
so have I? Uh, there are some other symbols here. Have we connected with the people who you wanted to hear, or was there someone else?
No, there was just those two, because they passed this year and it was a surprise. Both of them were a complete unexpected surprise for our
Oh,
family.
oh,
So that what I was curious about. I've never asked specifically to connect with anybody in any reading I've ever done. So this
Oh,
one was sort of to see what
to
might come
see.
through. Yeah.
Was there, I'll just ask this too, and it's
Hmm.
getting a bit personal, but was there someone who dealt with like a lot of, how do I put that? Like maybe monkeys on their back?
Yeah. I think the younger passing.
Okay.
Yeah.
It feels like there's like it's pretty heavy. I'm
Very
looking
heavy.
at, okay, so we don't have to get into that, but it's like there was a lot of heaviness there, and felt like not monkeys on their back, but just a lot of sort of demons to deal with, if that
Yep.
if that makes sense.
Makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
That I have to tell you, was he on the West
Yeah.
Coast too?
Yeah.
Okay, because I see a whale around him. I wanted to tell you though, and I think he wants you to know this. That's far away from him. It's on the other side of the cup.
Okay.
I'll send you pictures of how I
Okay.
see that. Okay, so and I'll explain a little bit more off camera there if you want.
Yeah.
But it's far away from him, and what he's
Okay.
wanting to show you is that there's this wide, beautiful space now. Everything is peaceful.
Perfect. Yeah.
So
That's great.
again, I'll send you a couple pictures and point to a couple of things.
Yeah. Oof.
Ah, so that's amazing.
Thank you.
I hope that you have felt like you've connected with your ancestor. There are more in here. There are more dogs in here.
That's very unusual. Not unusual, but I had a lot of dogs in my childhood. Um,
Really?
yeah, I had four,
That's
five. Yeah, yeah, 4 or 5 dogs.
I think they're all around.
That's so
Music
funny.
is there's music around you too. So I don't know if music has been important in your life, and but
Yeah.
there are a lot of musical notes in here. And I'll just leave on a good note. There's a lot of luck around you. I'm seeing the clover symbol.
Okay.
So I think that's just a good sign for you within the next year. So feel
Okay.
like your team here, your spirit guides. We didn't even really talk about that angel. I'm not an
I
angel
know.
person, but
Okay.
I
Yeah.
feel, did any of your relatives, your aunt, did she grow up with religion?
No.
Okay.
Um, no. Not she was not that real she was not religious. I know that, my aunt.
Okay.
But um yeah, no.
So I didn't grow up with religion myself, but I called myself spiritual BNR, but not
Okay.
religious.
Yeah. I think she was kind of going towards that slowly, right
Um,
when she passed, but I we didn't talk about that much.
okay.
She's very work focused, and she was just a busy, um, kind of like a wild card woman.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. Well, I feel like she would be a really good guardian angel for you. And it could just be
Okay.
showing an angel with wings here, and I'll send you that
I'm gonna
picture.
ask her. I'm gonna
Yeah.
give her some tasks.
Yeah, I would do that honestly. Just whenever you need her. As far as luck goes, like I know that
Okay.
I know you work really hard, but there's some gifts. Like you are just gifted, and there's this clover around you.
Oh, cool. Hmm.
So, oh well,
Thank
thank you,
you.
thank you
Thank
so
you so
much.
much. Awesome.
Well, I really appreciate you doing this with me, and I'll put this up online, and I'll
Okay.
put your website up. And I really appreciate you sharing with me here. I mean, that's really personal stuff, so it's really nice that you are doing that. You're open to doing that with me. Really appreciate it.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Laura. I appreciate it. I didn't know it was going to come up, but I think that I'm going to look through I wrote some words down and see how that
Okay,
comes to be.
that's
So, yeah,
awesome.
I do appreciate you
Thank
talking
you.
with me.
Thank
Okay.
you. I'll send you the chickens.
I know.
Thanks so much, Vanessa.
Okay, I'll talk to you
Thank
soon.
you. Okay, bye-bye.